feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, trace on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Got white 90, black 15.
Here we go, D. It's just me.
White 89.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day. Show it up.
Throwing complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set 180, 380.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
Hey, 79, 79.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Watch 17, watch 17. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Buffalo one, Buffalo one. Check 31. Slip. Keep it skinny.
To throw again. Rivers.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop. See the ball thrown and react to it very quickly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I got it. Mike 51, Mike 50. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Pick it up. 51, Mike.
From the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 16. Bootleg. Flacco. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Denzel Perryman gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Flacco looks to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. Third down here. They go pass again with Flacco. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey!
Flacco will take to the air again. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Broncos had 15 fourth-down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Switch up. Run 80.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Rivers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Block 11! Q. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Down to lose 1.
From the gun, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Watch the screen. Right here.
2nd down and goal. Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
to pass. Flacco. Screen pass to Lindsey. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Flacco. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, Eckler stiff-armed him. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Rivers. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
180. 51. I got it.
Now Gordon on first down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta!
Now Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Don't get nervous. Red!
Rivers to throw it. It's complete to Watt. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. Oh, look at the juke. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down. Freeman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Wild. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On play action, Rivers. This is caught by Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards to pick up there. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You. 58 to Mike. 58.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. Rivers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
At the 41-yard line.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
From the gun, Rivers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Wait, 89!
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Jerry Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's caught inside the 25. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Flacco from the gun. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll look to run with Freeman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And here it's just a simple question of whether or not the ball broke the plane. Well, I said it's simple. It's not really that simple. This could be really complicated.
We would love for it to be simple, to know that it did actually cross the plane of the goal line. But as you described, it is a difficult call. All it takes is a portion of the ball crossing that line. Now the officials have to determine if that happened.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run it. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. From the gun, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the carry, it's Jackson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Red!
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Derek Wolfe with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal.
Badgley's kick is good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Passing play, Flacco. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Flacco now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Flacco. He completes this to Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Flacco. That one into the hands of Hamilton. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Flacco. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Flacco. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Troy Fumagalli, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers caught by Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rivers on the money, complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's third down.
Hey, Brown 80. Mike 58, right there. Cut.
To the air again here, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Rivers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rivers, he leaves to Eckler on the draw. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Back, green 80. Block 15. Breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play outside deep. Don't let him breathe. Deep. Plus threat. Switch.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 58 to Mike, 58.
Maybe a free play here for Rivers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Hey, Rocket. Wait, 89.
They'll run with Jackson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Flacco, he finds Matthews. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Denver.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Flacco. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was looking for Matthews that time.
Check 390. 380. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to... Malcolm!
It's complete to Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Rivers hands off to Eckler, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Get 180! 180! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
On the run, this is Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go, do it!
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Okay, hot, set, wait. Hurry up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This is the tight end Fant. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Flacco will take to the air again. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Setting up to throw, Flacco. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Round 80.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the home team here, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.
Ladies and gentlemen,